Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sekiro walkthrough. So in the last episode, we made our way to here in the memory world. Sorry, I can't speak. And now we will make our way forward. So we can go over there and take the more stealthy route, or we can take the more direct route here, which I am going to do. And again, shurikens, very, very useful for taking down archers. And I highly recommend you do it, because it makes it much easier to fight these other guys. Unless the archer is the only enemy you're dealing with, in which case, don't waste your shurikens on that. Ouch. There we go. You can attack whilst using a grappling hook as well, which I tried to do there, but it didn't really work that well. Head up here, and we can swing across there, but I don't need to. But there is a dude over there shooting me because he's a twat. There's a lot of enemies around here, so that's not ideal. There we go, take him down, throw shurikens at this guy, and there's another archer up here. God, so many enemies, so many archers. Shurikens, take him down. Get some oil, and there's some guys around here. I need to take these guys out. Don't worry about these little fires, they won't do any fiery damage, but the bigger fires will do damage, so watch out for those. Oh, he saw me. Take him down. These axe guys attack rather slow, so they're not exactly a threat, but I still find their attacks a little difficult to read at times, but it's not too bad. Now, I don't think there's anything down there, so don't bother going down there just yet. There might be something later, but that's much later. We don't need to worry about that right now. Aha, coming up is a big guy. Now, we have two options here. We can either go to the left and avoid him, or we can attack him, and I'm going to attack him, because that's the manly thing to do. Oh, maybe it was a bad idea though, because there are archers. In fact, screw it, let's go this way. So this way you can get the bear jump on them, and recommend you do that. Because you've got to take out that archer. Archers always take priority. You know, take out these shield guys with our trusty axe. And now we can take out the big guy. So big guy, you take him out the same way you do anyone else. But he does have quite a bit of posture. And now there is a big attack. It will do a lot of posture damage, but he will be like staggered for a while. And it also does posture damage to himself as well. So it's quite useful for you. Oh, that's a sweep. So yeah, you can deflect those big attacks, but it's probably better off just to like avoid them, to be honest. There you go, see, not too difficult to avoid, and he takes a lot of posture damage. So then we can wipe him out, and that's it. Those big guys really aren't too difficult. And again, with their big attacks, it's more recommended you just dodge them, because you can deflect them, but it's really not worth it. Right, there's an item over here, let's go grab that. There's also a carp in there. Now, you can also use shurikens, I believe, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. So, do this. There we go. Forgot the button for a second there. So yeah, you can use shurikens against those guys, but it does basically fuck all damage. So yeah, you've got to do the stabby maneuver, which again is B followed by an attack. And over here, get some contact medicine. So contact medicine will actually inflict poison to the target, which is you, I believe. So yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what that can be used for, but it's there, and I'm sure it has its uses. Alright, let's head up here into the fiery estate. Are there any survivors?
父上、お前か。 格を取った。このわしも置いたものだ。手当ては良い。この傷ではもはや助からぬ。それより狼よ、これを。
これは
お屋敷の隠し仏殿の鍵よ。巫女様はそこに。だがこの火の手じゃ正面からは入れぬ。
崖外からならば。
そうじゃ。あちらから外へ出て崖沿いに進み、霊園から回り込め。さすれば抜け道が。
わかりました。
狼よ、忍びの掟は忘れておらぬな。
はい。
主は絶対狼よ、命を落としてお守りするのじゃ。
父上。
Our father is dead. And the way out has been blocked by fire. But it's okay though, we have the grappling hook. Our trusty grappling hook. What will we do without it? Head up here. So yeah, we're not getting through there because it's just a sea of flames. So instead, let's go this way. Onto here. And then over to here. And then over to here. Don't worry if you fall down, there is a way back up. And it's just water down there, so it won't kill you. And again, no fall damage. You're a shinobi. You have legs of steel. You got any... Nope. No eavesdropping. Well, then die. Now these guys, on the other hand, they could have... Yep, they do indeed have an eavesdrop.
屋敷は今頃火の海よ。
ああ、抜け出してくるとしたらこの隠しホラー穴にちげえね
十三様の言いつけだ。ネズミ一匹逃がすんじゃないぞ。
え。分かってるさ。俺はもともと大っ嫌いなんだ。危なくなりゃ自分だけ逃げ出す卑怯者がよ。
Well, let's just open up the way to that escape tunnel, shall we? And there's more guys behind us, so... Come on! God damn it, I always get the timing wrong. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, there's some more guys in there, so... Let's get out of here, let's get out of here! There, take him down. If we can get this archer, that will make things much easier. There we go. And now these guys should not be too difficult. With our axe, smash, kill, and deflect, and kill. Easy peasy. Now let us go investigate this cave. I think this might be the way forward, in fact. So let's not go in there just yet, because there's another area we need to investigate. And it is somewhere around here. Ah, here it is. These stairs down. Now watch out for this, because there's tough enemies at the bottom of here. But again, if you have the Hikiri counter, they won't be too bad. Here he is. Now this guy is not a mini-boss, but he is a guy with a spear. So, yeah, Hikiri counter, very, very necessary. Come on. Here we go. Oh no, that's a sweep. I always get them mixed up. Oh shit, and that was a poke. I always get them mixed up. You really need to learn to read attacks in this game. I am getting annihilated here because I am terrible. There we are. There we are, again. And down he goes. Yeah. There we are. That guy, a bit tough, but not the worst. If you have the McKitty counter, again, that is your absolute best friend against pokey guys. And speaking of which, here comes another. There you go, counter. And another. And down he goes. Yeah. McKitty counter, so good. And get a bulging coin purse, which is a lots of coins. Very nice. And get a Mibu Balloon of Soul, which will acquire more resurrective power, because as you might have noticed, every time you death blow an enemy, you restore some resurrective power in your little nodes down there. So with that, you can get some more. So pretty useful if you're going up against lots of tough enemies. Alright, so with that done, let us move forward. But I think there's actually something else around here somewhere. Ah, over here. If we crouch through here, there we are. Get a Mibu Possession Balloon. Not the most useful, but still pretty useful. Alright, now let us move forward through the cave. Alrighty, what is in the Cave of Secrets? A wall jump. So, with this, you can jump from wall to wall, like a true ninja. And there we go, we are now in the estate. And if you play Ratchet & Clank, you know what that mechanic reminds you of. It's just like the wall jumping mechanic in Ratchet & Clank. For any of my homies out there. And there we go, there's the next Sculptor's Idol. Now I'm actually going to leave the memory at this point because the next area is, it's possible at this stage, but it's very difficult at this stage. So yes, I'm going to be heading out of the memory at this point, and we'll come back later to deal with these guys. Because yeah, this next stage, pretty hectic. Again, you can do it now if you want, but I don't recommend it. It's pretty difficult for beginners. Alright, now that we're back here, let us acquire some skills. So now we have prosthetic arts, as we unlocked before, so we can get the chasing slice, which allows you to follow up a prosthetic tool with a slice, or you can get the grappling hook attack, which allows you to attack when using the grappling hook, which is what I was talking about earlier, which I do actually recommend you get because it's pretty effective in certain scenarios. And large enemies tend to have grappling hooks that you can hook onto them with, so yeah, pretty useful against them. And we can also get other things, Emma's Medicine Potency, which increases the healing effects of healing items, which is a must-have if you ask me. And we can also get Nightjar Slash, which is a spinning leap attack, which is pretty nice. And we can also get some more healing effects increase, but that's 5 levels, so pretty expensive. Alright, now I'm going to head back to the maid a second, because the maid I need to pick up the blood from, so one sec. Okay, we are back to the maid. Hello, Mr. Man?
咳が聞こえる。母上。母上。何故この足は動かぬ。
Man, this guy's pretty tough. He's been alive quite long, but I don't think he'll be alive much longer. Hello, Mr. Maid? I mean, Mrs. Maid?
竜骸か。
犬助や犬助や。 若様はお守りするんじゃぞ。
はい。
頼むぞ。そなたにかかっておる。
血をもらうぞ。これをエマ殿に。
There we go, we have the sample. And dark times here in Japan. But it is what it is. Right. Let us head back and let's give this to Enma. Hello, Miss Lady, I have blood.
お主と
はい。
お主と九郎様の幻を見た。
幻。
ああ、九郎様は今はどこにいる？
アシナの城。その天守近くで囚われとなっておいでです。ですが、城の門は閉じられています。
そうか。
狼殿、よく参られました。
手に入れた。
血の塊ですね。見せてください。仏師殿のものと同じように血の色がわずかによどんでいる。だがこれは
足りるか？
おそらくはこれで流害の調べを進めます。また戻った時に解を得ていること期待していてください。いただいた血の塊で流害の調べを進めます。また戻った時に期待していて。ではまた。
Alrighty then. So, when we next come back to her, she will have a breakthrough and some information on this dragon rot. Very nice. Now, before we continue, I need to go talk to this guy because he should have some new training options for us.
そこもとか。それがしを使い、刀の修練を積むがいい。
There we are. So now we can train in multiple other things: consecutive deflections, vitality and posture, countering thrust attacks, countering sweep attacks, and the Makidi counter. So let's do all these.
力ば参る。
So, consecutive deflections, you might have seen it up until this point, but yes, sometimes they will use a flurry like that. And with that you need to deflect multiple attacks one after the other, because deflecting one won't stop the flurry. It's not too difficult once you get it, but you do need to get it, because otherwise they will chew your health up like fried chicken.
良き立ち合いだった。
There we are, easy. Now, vitality and posture. So as I said before, the lower one's vitality, the slower their posture recharges, which is very useful against bosses. Oh shit. Because bosses tend to have quite a lot of posture. And there we go. So yes, with certain enemies, reducing their vitality is more important than reducing their posture, because either the lower their vitality, the slower their posture recharges, or if you just get their vitality to 0, you can do a death blow anyway. So yeah, as I said before, it's pretty important on certain enemies, especially bosses. Now, thrust attacks. So of course, thrust attacks can't be guarded, but they can be deflected, just like any other attack. And they're indicated by that little glint in their weapon, as you saw there, or the red flashy light. So keep an eye out for those. There we go. So yeah, just like any other attack, deflect and counter. Easy peasy. And next up, sweep attacks. So sweep attacks, again as I said, can't be guarded or deflected, you have to jump over them. And again, you can usually tell they're going to do a sweep attack by their stance when they're going for the attack. And again, it will also have the red light, but it won't be able to be deflected. And it will look a bit different to a thrusting attack. And also, if you press A again in midair, then you can do this, which is a kick in midair. And that will of course do a lot of posture damage. Very useful against enemies that like to rely on sweeping attacks. Pong. Pong. And then you can go into a death blow after that. Pretty damn awesome, if you ask me. Pong. And one more. Kick. And death blow. Hoya. Easy peasy. And there's another free combat, and finally the Makiri counter. So of course this is only useful on thrust attacks, and it's done by pressing B as opposed to left bumper, and it will do significant posture damage. And I believe you have to press forward when pressing B, but standing still also works just as well. But I think in my experience, pressing backwards when pressing B when trying to do a Makiri counter can mess it up sometimes. So usually just hands off the left stick and you should be fine. And again, it's pretty forgiving in comparison to deflections if you ask me. And it does great posture damage, great for taking down spear wielding enemies. Now, let's do the applied free combat. So, this will employ everything we've learned up till now. Oh, that was a thrust attack, I missed that. Come on. Oh, that was the wrong thing, I should have Makiri countered, but it's fine, it works. There's no one way to deal with each approach. Come on. Here we are. Easy peasy.
こたびも良き立ち合いだった。切られて意味があるというのは存外に心地よいものだな。じゃがそこもと少しは加減してくれ。毎度伊藤でかなわぬわ。
Should I apologize? I mean, he did ask for it. Nah, I'll give thanks.
かたじけない。は？なんじゃと？痛みをこらえ、切られてくれたこと、誠にかたじけなく思う。礼などよい。さっきはああ言うだが、痛みなら慣れておるさ。そうか。なんだ。それがしの死なずもそこもとの役に立ったのならば意味があったのやもしれぬ。
I like Hanbei, he's a nice guy.
また来るがいい。そこもとの技の試し、いくらでも請け負うぞ。
Indeed, Hanbei. So, that is it for the Dilapidated Temple, and I think that's actually going to be it for this episode, because I am somewhat out of time. Bit of a short one this time, but next time we'll be back into the longer episodes, because we have quite a bit of stuff to do. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.